Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Monday. I hope you guys are doing well, or I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Okay, we are on a brand new day, a brand new week, all right, for this week. So, and we're also getting closer to the end of the month, all right? Tomorrow is the last day of March, all right? For all of my March babies, whether you're a Pisces or Aries, I hope you guys had a wonderful March. If you guys were celebrating your birthday, even if you had a weird situation with your birthday, I hope you guys are still showing up with gratitude and just being grateful for, the little things in life, right? Because it could be worse, okay? Worse than what it is right now, okay? Perspective. If you guys do hear banging or any noises or any sounds that are happening, there is construction going on in my building, so I do apologize if you guys can hear any sounds, in the background. It's out of my control, all right, guys? So let's move on, right? I am going to be doing some angel guide messages, so let's see what you guys might need to know. This could be about a situation that you guys are seeking guidance, maybe confirmation or understanding, but whatever the energy is, let's jump right into it, okay? So spirit, universe, guides, ancestors, God, whoever the collective believes in, or whatever source the collective believes in that is resonating with them at this time, please give them the messages that they need to hear at this time. Thank you. So we have not the right time. For some of you guys, that resonates with this card. Now, there could be a situation that you guys are dealing with, and maybe you guys are receiving or wanting to receive clarity where this situation may not be the right time. So it's not that it's a no, but right now could be very significant. Some of you guys are going within when it comes to meditation so that you guys can get the answers that you need. For some of you that have gone into meditation, this could be confirmation that you guys are meditating more, or this could be confirmation that you guys could have went into meditation, and this could be a yes, right? So take what resonates with that when it comes to receiving answers, okay? Recovery could be very significant. You guys could be recovering from certain things, whether this is a job, a home, a relationship, whatever this is, even your health, okay, could be very significant. Like I said, it doesn't matter if you guys smoke or drink. Like I said, it's not my job to judge, right? But there could be other ways that you guys are utilizing certain things. And the reason why I say it's not my job to judge, because everybody knows their body to a specific, point. So it's almost like if you are with people who smoke Mary Jane, for example, and, here you come saying, oh, Mary Jane is bad for you because this happened to me. That is your experience. Not everybody goes through the same experience. Are you sharing that experience? Yes, because you want to share that information in case it's happened to somebody else. But what I don't like, okay, is that could be bad for you. Right? But there's also moderations. It's like drinking, right? A lot of people say, oh, drinking is bad for you. Is it? Yes, it can be. But in moderations, it's like if you're drinking bottles of bottles of bottles of bottles, well, duh, of course it's bad for you. But if you're going out and you're having like a drink or two, enjoying yourself, things like that, that is different. A lot of times, a lot of people will judge based off what they don't know. And I understand spirituality and things like that. I get all of that, right? But at the same time, when it comes to spirituality, aren't we supposed to be doing things that make us feel happy and make us feel good to us? Right? Not what other people care about, what other people want you to do. You doing what makes you feel good to you should matter, right? So having a drink or two is significant. It doesn't mean that you're an alcoholic. It doesn't mean that, you're doing something wrong. Now, somebody who sits and gossips all day, sure, right? Somebody who sits there and thinks of different ways to go against somebody, sure, that is evil. That is wrong. You lying on somebody is also wrong, especially if that person is innocent and minds their business and doesn't really bother anybody. You're wrong. So a lot of times people will sit there and say, oh, drinking and smoking and this and that, all these things are wrong. So what about gossiping? Okay. What about making somebody feel the way you feel? What about that? Okay, like a lot of times people don't realize their actions have consequences. So even when it comes to different generations too, that is significant. It's like not wanting to understand somebody purposely because of the fact that you feel like you're always right all the time. Okay, it's like somebody could communicate a lot of things to somebody as well when it comes to their recovery, or even when it comes to them recovering. It's like you could be expressing a lot of things to people and people still doing the things that they do, and then kind of wonder like, I wonder why I had a flat tire today, or I wonder why oil is leaking out of my car. I wonder. A lot of times people don't realize that when they do things to you, they don't realize the cause and effect, like karma. Okay? Karma works in mysterious ways and it does not miss. And a lot of times people think that what they've done to you was okay, or what they've done to you is okay because they grew up like that. Okay? A lot of times people need to learn that how they grew up is not how the other generation is going to grow up. And if you cannot understand that, or, learn that, that's a problem. That is a problem, right? So while you're recovering and while you're trying to understand what you've dealt with, what you've gone through, okay, healing a lot of things about you that, other people may not heal within themselves. It's like, say, for example, even with kids, right? Have you ever realized that a lot of people, when they see kids playing, how mad they get? Don't be too loud. Don't be too this. Don't be too that. Don't be too this. It's because they grew up like that, right? Instead of looking at it like, you know what, I was controlled as a child, so let me not control this kid. Let me allow this kid to be free. Let this kid be who they want to be. Let this kid be creative, expressive. You know what I'm saying? That energy. You guys could be dealing with people like that, and now you guys are in recovery. So take what resonates with that. That doesn't necessarily have to, relate to everybody, but there's something about the energy where even kids, it's like people try to control kids, how they eat, how they talk, how they walk, how they do this, how they do that. And it's like, let a kid be a kid, right? Let a child be a child, right? Even adults too. It's like adults are so quick to adult other people on what they do in their life. If somebody wants to drink a bottle of Hennessy, let them drink a bottle of Hennessy. That is not your business. It is up to that person to want to do the inner work in order for them to see growth. It's like the same person who sits and complains, right, about people. And it's like, I'm not going to sit here and complain about you when I can just remove myself from your energy. A lot of people don't realize that. So you guys could be in recovery. You guys are recovering. And there's a lot of things that you're doing that could be triggering to a lot of people in your energy at this time, where they may not understand why you're doing the things that you're doing. But it's almost like people don't realize that you've went through a lot of stuff. And the things that you've gone through, you didn't have time to heal. You didn't have time to sit down and go within yourself because life was always moving, right? Now, other people who have help, they don't understand the things that you've gone through. It's like people also who grew up with their family members. Like, when you grow up with a big family, whether you have a brother, a sister, or whatever, and say the person that you're dealing with doesn't have that. It's like you could be teaching somebody what it's like to have family and what it means to have family and people around you that care about you, right? And maybe that person never experienced that. So that's what I'm saying when it comes to recovery. You guys could have dealt with a lot of things that were unnecessary that you didn't have to deal with. But unfortunately, people made it harder for you because they went through whatever crap that they went through. Instead of trying to understand your dynamic, they try to put you through that just to see if you would make it out. Okay, just to see how you would be mentally. And I think that's weird. Okay, I think that's weird for people to, go through certain things and put you in those dynamics, right? To make it seem like, oh, I went through this, so let's see how you go through this. Or it's like even generations that say like, well, I had to walk all the way from this point to this point. Your generation will never understand what it feels like. Which is true, but at the same time, that generation doesn't understand what our generation is going through right now. And even if they see it, it's almost like I'm just going to turn a blind eye. So your generation could be fighting about things that are important to you, and you may have other generations that may not respect that or understand that because what they went through, they think it's more important than what you're going through, which I think is BS. Okay? whatever each generation has gone through, I think collectively was just as important from somebody who's in this generation right now. Okay, so that is also significant. What each generation went through, it's not a competition, okay? And it's about growth. Why would you want to go through the same thing that generations from an older generation went through, especially if there's war and things like that? But look where we are today. So even when it comes to recovery, recovering what was lost, recovering what was broken, recovering what was taken advantage of is significant. There's something that is unlikely when it comes to your energy. You may be feeling unlikely about a situation, or there's something that could be unlikely, but let's see what else shows up in that energy too. Yeah, there's something about you not compromising. There's something that's unlikely when it comes to you compromising. Like, when it comes to balance, okay, for some of you guys, and you being in recovery, the fact that you're in recovery, there's a reason why a connection will unlikely ever be compromised for some of you guys, okay? There's a situation where you guys, like I said, you guys have been compromising a lot, whether this was your sanity, your mental stability, whatever it was, for other people to feel comfortable, but realizing that it's not you. You're not the problem, right? Other people around you are the problem. So even when it comes to growth, it's like people not realizing that what they do, like I always say in my videos, it's like the same thing. It's like if I'm bullying somebody constantly, or I'm just nitpicking at someone's energy purposely, right? All of a sudden my car starts getting weird, or I start losing things, or this starts happening to me. You know what I'm going to start thinking? I wasn't having bad luck before. Now all of a sudden I'm having bad luck. I wonder why. But you want to know something? People don't realize. They don't open their eyes and put two and two together. And that is why they keep going through the same situations that they go through, because you are not somebody who's going to compromise your integrity for somebody else who feels like money can buy all types of things. Okay, meaning happiness, joy, love, okay, whatever it is. It's like a lot of people think that money can buy a lot of things, which it can, okay, but you can buy a lot of the things that you want in life, but you still can't buy your happiness, you still can't buy your peace, you still can't buy integrity, you still can't buy morals. Okay, so a lot of people can say and do what they want, but you are recovering right now because you know there's a situation that is unlikely, or the energy could be unlikely because you're not compromising, where somebody could want you to compromise in a situation and you're not doing that, okay? We have within the next few weeks, that could be very significant, okay? Yeah, you could be very assertive at this time when it comes to you not compromising what it is that you desire. If other people want to compromise, let them, right? So there could be that situation too, where you may see a lot of things from different people, places, and things, where you may realize a lot of people have compromised a lot just to get a little. And you're looking at the situation saying, why the heck would I compromise all of me just to get this? Just to get a little P of what I really desire or what I deserve. So like I said, some of you guys are starting to be more assertive when it comes to what it is you need. You're not compromising anymore. You're not allowing this energy to take control per se. You are the one that's taking control, okay? There's something better at the bottom of the deck as well. And also you trusting. Okay, so take what resonates with that when it comes to the energy. Like I said, right now may not be the right time, but trust that there is something better, okay? When it comes to the situation that may feel like it's unlikely right now, okay? Listening to your intuition is very significant as well for some of you guys. Like I said, there's something better, trust, listen to your intuition, and you could be also choosing a new direction. Whatever that direction it is, you guys are choosing that. Whether this is choosing yourself, choosing a new job, choosing a new location to live in, okay? Choosing a new way of thinking, choosing a new direction, meaning removing yourself from places, people, and things, right? So take what resonates with that, and also if you believe, okay, guys? But I'm going to end it here. Please take what resonates, like I always say. Follow me on YouTube and TikTok, where I post on both platforms. Also, you guys can check out my website at www.mrcunique.ca. You guys can book a reading or just check out my blog. And for those who also speak another language, the reason why I have both platforms is because, like I said, you guys can go on YouTube and also put the closed captions on if any of you guys are interested in that. But yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, guys. Love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. Bye, guys.